Hey guys, it's Dr. Erica Patterson, physical therapist. Welcome back to my channel. This is video number 4 in my series about the top 5 things PT school doesn't teach you about working in a skilled nursing facility. Today's topic is how do skilled nursing facilities take advantage of you and how you can stop it. So I've got 3 major ways that skilled nursing facilities will take advantage of you, and we're going to go through them right now. The first way is by asking you to supervise multiple PT assistants. Now it's up to you as a PT to understand your state laws and know how many PT assistants you can supervise at any given time, because the company will not make sure that you are within that limit, and they will often ask you to supervise more and more PTAs, and if you say yes, then they're fine with it, even if it's over the amount that you're allowed to by law. So, for example, in Wisconsin, you're allowed to supervise 2 PT assistants or the equivalent of 2 full-time PT assistants at any given time. So that means you can either supervise 2 PTAs that are full-time each, or more than 2 PTAs as long as their collective amount of working hours does not exceed the hours that 2 full-time PTAs would work. So make sure you keep track of that because, like I said, the company will not, and you want to make sure that you're protecting your license. The other thing to know about this one as well is that your director of rehab, the boss of the rehab department, can sometimes be a PT assistant. And if you're supervising them, they usually will only work a few hours each day instead of a full day, but those few hours will still count towards that total. So make sure that if you're supervising a director of rehab, that they're included in that number as well. The second way that skilled nursing facilities can take advantage of you is by asking you to sign off on plans of care for patients that aren't yours. For example, my first day on the job as a new grad PT, I took a travel contract at a skilled nursing facility, and they asked me to sign off on the PT's notes from the past 2 months before I got there because they had not fully signed off on their notes. Now, I knew that that was an unethical ask, and I was able to put my foot down and protect my license. The company's policy was ask anyways just to see if I would do it because it would help them out, and they don't care about me or my license. Those things, unfortunately, can happen pretty often at skilled nursing facilities, depending on the company. So you need to make sure that you're aware of your state laws, what it means to supervise a plan of care, and when you're able to sign off on patient notes and when it's unethical to do so. Also keep in mind that your PT assistants have a higher productivity standard than you do. So they're going to be under a lot of pressure to just get their treatments done, get their notes done, and have them signed off. It's up to the PTAs and the director of rehab to make sure that everything is organized at your facility so that if there are multiple PTs working at a facility and multiple PTAs, that each PTA is assigning each patient appropriately to the PT that is supervising that plan of care so that you're not signing off on notes for the other PT and vice versa. There needs to be organization around that, and you have to make sure that that's happening so that you're not signing off on plans of care that you have no idea about. The third way that skilled nursing facilities can take advantage of you as a PT is by pressuring you to bill for unskilled care. What that means is that they are wanting you to bill for time that you spent working where you weren't providing skilled interventions to a patient. One of the main ways that I see this happen is, let's say as a PT, you're trying to see a patient throughout the day. You try and see them multiple times, but eventually you get a refusal from that patient or you're not able to see them. Collectively, maybe it took 10-15 minutes out of your day to try and see that patient. But since you didn't provide any skilled interventions during that time, you should not be billing for that time. That is very unethical. You need to make sure that you're putting your foot down so that your patients and yourself are not being taken advantage of and your license is not put at risk. You also need to make sure that your PTAs are not falling under this trap either. They are under a higher productivity standard than you are as a PT, and they often will try and bill for that time as much as they can because of the pressure that they're under. So I have supervised PTAs where I have seen them write in multiple repetitive notes for the same patient or just throughout the same week that say, educate patient per plan of care or educate patient on discharge planning for 10-15 minutes when they really didn't provide any skilled interventions. It's okay, obviously, to bill for education, but you want to make sure that you're keeping your PTAs in check so that they're not billing for any unskilled time, because ultimately that's under your license and that'll come back to you in the end. All right, guys, that's topic number 4. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the link below for our Facebook community, the Skilled Nursing Facility PT Mentor, to continue learning how to level up your career as a physical therapist. As always, advocate for yourself and your patients. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.